In this video, I'll cover more difficult rhythms in 6/8. If you didn't watch the video on basic rhythms in 6/8, I would recommend going back and watching that before you watch this so you can get the fundamentals. So, when teaching quarter note, eighth note in 6/8, I go back to using ties like I did to teach dotted quarter notes. So you want to make sure that you turn the metronome on at 66 beats per minute with the triplet subdivision on. And I'm going to model 123 for you, just like I would for my class. Make sure they use their gun or touch the music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So make sure after you do that, you put it up on the board and you point to each note and rest as they clap it. And then finally, take everything, all that stuff away and make them clap it straight out of their own book without you pointing at anything. When teaching eighth note followed by quarter note, I again use ties. If you look at 129, I'll model that for you the same way I would for my students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you'll notice, I gave some emphasis to the quarter note because I've heard from a lot of men much smarter than me and women that long note, strong note. When you're doing syncopations like this in 6/8, that normally the strong beat would be 1 and 4. But in this case, you want to emphasize the fact that it is syncopation. Another fun thing to teach in 6/8 is 16th notes. So when I do 16th notes, I turn the metronome speed down to 52 and then keep that triplet subdivision on. This just helps give a little bit more time because, that many notes going by all in one pulse at 66 is pretty fast. So turn that metronome down to 52, like I said. Have the students tap their toe to get used to the slower tempo. And then I count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And then I have them join me and make sure that that's comfortable for them. And then after that, I'll model clapping an entire measure of 16th notes and have them echo it back to me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and you do that back and forth until they start to feel good, they start to get solid with that rhythm. Then once they have it by rote, they haven't seen it on the page yet, then flip say, hey guys, turn number 199, I'm going to model it for you. Make sure they get their gun out. I'll just do the first couple measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. Then after they've done their part of touching each note, then I'll shine it up on the board and I might write the counts underneath if they need it, and then point to each note as they clap it, and then take all that scaffolding away and let them do it. Another fun rhythm they teach in 6/8 is dotted eighth note followed by 3 16th notes. When I teach this, again, I go back to that method that I used to teach dotted quarter notes way back when, using ties. Okay, students see ties and understand the subdivision within the dotted note much easier than trying to give them that 1.5 kind of method that a lot of us learn. So if you look at 233, I'll model the first 3 measures for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. And then they're using their gun while you're doing that, touching each note, touching each rest. And then I'll shine it up on the board. If they need me to, I'll write the counts underneath and tie it and all that stuff. And then I'll have them clap it while I'm touching each note. And then after they do that, then I'll turn off the projector and then let them clap it just looking at their book and see if they can understand it that way. So if you want other examples of complex rhythms in 6/8, 3/8, 9/8, 12/8, just check out the extensive video library on YouTube of clapping videos, and you'll see that there's a ton on there, and you can see anything that you maybe have a question about. You can just check those videos and see how I do it, and I'm sure you can figure it out. So every time you're doing the clapping exercise, remember, metronome on. Posture, curve your spine, shoulders up, back, down, a little bit in front of the chair, feet flat on the ground. Tap your toe, count out loud, clap the rhythms, 2 exercises, 2 times each. Model new exercises for them like this. You have them use their gun or touch the page. Use the lines and dots to keep them motivated and let them know if they're progressing or not. Keep the energy level high and keep the clapping periods short so that hopefully it will be fun and intense.